I'm disappointed. Disappointed doesn't begin to describe it. I'm dismayed. I'm angry. I'm worried about how this will affect people. We went forward with this legal action because we knew these regulations would harm people. We fear these regulations will cost lives.
Harm reduction advocates are looking at what to do next after a court threw out their emergency injunction against the Alberta government, aimed at stopping it from introducing new rules which require supervised consumption site operators to ask their clients for ID.
Supervised consumption services save lives, and they should be as low barrier as possible. They should be a place where people can feel comfortable to go and receive support, and that real lives of real people that are loved and that are missed are at stake.
The new rules were supposed to come into effect late last year, but they were delayed because of an injunction filed by Moms Stop the Harm Society and Lethbridge Overdose Prevention. Those two groups saying asking for ID could cause irreparable harm, as studies they conduct show fewer people feeling comfortable using one of those sites if they ask for ID.
We have evidence, and we have spoken to people as well who told us that they will not seek out supervised consumption services if they have to provide identification, including healthcare numbers. There was research done on this topic as well, and the findings show that over half of those surveyed would either be hesitant to use the service or would not use it at all.
They were hoping the injunction would stop the rules from coming into effect until the court case could be heard in the next year or two. The government, meantime, says while it'll be mandatory to ask for healthcare numbers, it won't be mandatory to provide them, and that nobody will be turned away if they fail to give that information. But the advocates point out that isn't actually written in the legislation.
What the government is saying is actually not written in the Act. Which is problematic in itself. When during the court case, when the judge raised that question, the response of the legal team for the government was the Act is silent on this point, which silent means it's not in it. What the Act says that while people are applying for healthcare numbers, they will still be able to access service. So that statement the government is making is not backed up by their own document.
Moms Stop the Harm Society says it's possibly looking at appealing the injunction decision. In Calgary, Saif Kaisar, City News.